And welcome to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. It is a hump day.
Oh, that was not in unison. Should we try that again?
Sure.
1, 2, 3.
It's a hump day.
You're not very into the hump day.
Oh, really?
It should be a hump day.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Whatever.
Maybe tomorrow. I'll be into the humping part of it tomorrow.
Let's. Okay. I got nothing. I mean, I have plenty to say, but
boy,
I will refrain.
Well, what a beautiful day it is today.
It's
going to be
quite
even
nice.
nicer out. Mm-hmm. I'm suspecting that all of the trees are going to start budding, and my flowers are starting to come up already. What do you call them? The flowers.
Jonquils is what I call
whatever
them.
they are. Yeah, my thumbs aren't green, so I don't know, but the flowers
I get jonquils. I don't know what you get, but crocuses and that type of thing.
Crocus, I think that's right. Yeah,
early little flowers.
They kind of sprout up like fingers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, mm-hmm. Those are coming up already.
I know. I've seen them, and they're going to get kicked in the butt.
What do you mean?
It happens every time.
We'll
get another
frost
cold
or something.
Yeah, we'll get another cold. It's the end of February.
Mm-hmm.
So what? 2 days from now, or 3 days, we'll have March. So anyway.
Okay. Well, I hope everyone. Can you turn your garden this time of year? Is this early enough?
There are things that I had a picture of it, stuff that could be planted that should be planted now, but I don't. I do it in feed bunkers, like the cow feed bunkers. They're the trough things. They're like the long thing, and that's how I do. But so I can't do anything that's real deep, which is unfortunate. So I may have to.
So what do you have those on? Like,
that.
Are they up off the ground?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're like the blue little the what now? Oh, the feed
bunkers. What my husband calls them.
Okay, where'd he grow up?
Well, he was born in Iowa, so.
They call them bunkers up in Iowa. I'm sure.
They call them bunkers. I don't know. It took me a while to catch on to that.
Well, I
got it. I said trough. It's a trough.
Well, that's what we call them.
Thought.
That's what we call them down here.
Right.
Yeah. Up those people in Iowa, you just can't. You just don't know.
Dude, that's not. I went there for the first time and I was like, wow. It was flat.
Yeah.
It was windy, and we went during Thanksgiving was our time to go there, and it was cold as crap because the wind would just whip through there.
There's no trees to stop it.
And then I saw a sign that had a tractor on it, and it was a tractor crossing. I was like,
yeah,
where am I? That was my first thought. But it was a nice.
Well,
it's a nice
it's
place.
Mostly farming up there,
it
right?
Is.
It's corn and.
I grew to love it,
Yeah.
For what it is. I didn't want to live there, but anyway.
I love you, but I'm not living here.
Well, he didn't want to live there either, so it was okay.
Now, how did he get down here?
His parents divorced, and he moved down here with his stepdad and his mom.
Okay.
And and his brother. Anyway, some siblings.
Just a family breakup in Iowa.
To Newton County, or
down
in. They lived in Parthenon. They lived in.
I bet you the people in
a lot of different areas.
I bet you the people in Newton County didn't go for the bunker trough thing. They didn't go for that bunker bins or whatever you call it.
Bunker bins. Yeah, I want to hit on something, and I know you can't see it. I'm so sad about it. But I'm going to put this up here, and I'm going to put it on our Facebook page.
Put it up closer.
But I found this in my mom. Dang it! Which way do you got to go?
Yeah.
Scrapbook, or dang it!
That's fine.
This way.
There you go.
Anyway.
That was in what was the Harrison Daily Times?
Yeah, in 2006. Of course, Dan pointed out that my mom wrote Ann with an arrow.
Yeah, with an arrow.
She didn't put Dan on there.
Jeez.
I'm going to post that to our Facebook page. I'll have to take a picture.
I'll take a picture of that.
But that was kind of cool. We said we'd been together 20 years.
Yeah, we've been doing this stint for a little while.
Yeah, for a little while.
Anyway, that's cool. Also, I want to let people know about the junior college men's Regional 2 Division 2 basketball tournaments coming up. Actually, it starts today. It's going to be at the Pioneer Pavilion today, and then February 28th, and then March the 1st.
Today. I thought it started Thursday.
February the 26th is today.
Oh, Wow. Yeah. I was so wrong.
And different teams are playing. And if you want to know all about who's playing and the times when it's happening and all that, you can go to the North Ark Pioneer Facebook page for all of the updates. They've got them there.
I want to read an announcement that was on the Farmers and Artisans Market of Harrison page.
Okay.
And all you local milkers, you can be happy. We are thrilled to see Act 125 pass. It will allow the sale of raw milk at the farmers market for small-scale producers. They haven't quite received the exact market guidelines from the ADH, but we are accepting applications for those wanting to sell milk at farmers market. So there you go. Go to contact the Central Ozarks and Farmers and Artisans Market Facebook page, I guess. What are you doing? Or Carrie Richter, if you know her, reach out to her. She's managing the whole shindig.
Well, I'm looking for milk.
I know you are, so that's why I thought maybe it would be pertinent.
Yeah. Have you had cow's
No,
milk?
I don't even. No.
Oh.
I don't like whole milk. I don't like the thick. I don't like it.
You don't like the texture or the taste?
The texture. I can't even get beyond the texture to get to the taste.
Well,
so I couldn't answer that.
Do you like butter?
Yes, but I don't want to drink
butter. Butter
comes
from that. That's where the thickness comes from. Is that butter?
Okay, but I want that in butter, not in my milk.
Oh, okay.
You know, I just don't like that. It's a pudding. It reminds me of the texture of pudding, kind of that thicker. And I can't. I don't
like the stuff you drink when you're doing a colonoscopy.
That was disgusting, but that was in a Gatorade bottle, so it's a whole different vibe.
Yeah, yeah.
But the thick, I can't. I don't want to drink.
You don't want to drink thickness.
Ice cream's different. It's just that globby.
Okay.
You're gonna make me puke.
I'll make you throw up here. Well, let's not do that. Anyway, let's go over the weather. What do you think?
Let's do her.
Increasing clouds today with a high near 70. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Gust up to 15. So I was partially right. Tonight, cloudy during the early evening, then gradually clearing with a low around 39 degrees. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 63. Low overnight 39. And Friday, high 68. With no chance of rain for Friday. Friday night, mostly clear with a low around 41 degrees. Winds will be a little gusty over the overnight, around 20 miles per hour. And then what do you think about Saturday?
Saturday will be sunny with a high of 61, so we still have pleasant temperatures. Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low of 33. But Sunday, partly sunny with a high of 53. Sunday night, a slight chance of showers moves into the picture at 40%. With a low of 40, and then Monday a 20% chance of showers. High of 59, and Monday night a 40% chance of showers with a low of 50. Tuesday, showers likely, mostly cloudy with a high near 68. Chance of precip is 70%. So about the time everything dries out, we'll get another little rain spell.
My road is horrible.
Do you go down your road like this?
Well, it's
or just mushy.
We have a wet weather spring that's on my property, and it flows into the road, and there's ruts that are, a foot deep, and you're sliding and going, and it's pretty rough. I wish the road department would come out.
You just have to wait for that to dry out, I guess.
Yeah, they do. They have been putting gravel on some of the low spots like that, and this is one of them that really needs it bad. So
go get you some gravel.
I
shouldn't have to pay for it, should you?
No, you shouldn't have to. I mean, I pay enough in taxes. Of course, a lot of that most of the taxes you give to the county goes to schools. A big part of it does.
Speaking of taxes, I got all my tax.
Me too.
I got my property tax stuff. Yeah.
Was it purple paper?
Blue or purple,
blue, yeah.
Whatever. It's definitely
it's scary, isn't it?
It was.
Oh my gosh!
It's like important tax information in red letters, and I thought, well, crud.
I think they had a buyout of blue paper is what happened.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Anyway.
Okay.
Dan Dillard's going to be here a little bit later with Kim Rawson on the show, so let people get ready for that. But for now, we're going to do a little topic to ponder.
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
Did you understand this when I wrote it?
Yes, I just read it this morning, though.
Oh, you hadn't had time to ponder it.
But I know my answer.
Okay. You want to do the answer first, or do you think we should read it first?
I think you should read it.
Okay. Do you believe in positive thinking to a degree that you can actually change your day?
100%.
Yeah, okay. All right.
That was easy for me. But, yes, I think if you start your day out, you know what they say about getting out on the wrong side of the bed, or, or putting the wrong foot, whatever that saying is. But I think there's value in that statement.
Yeah.
If you have you experienced
Oh yeah,
that?
I've gotten up some days, and generally I don't. I'm pretty much the same every day, I think. But some days I'll get up and I go, oh brother. But then I think, no, let's not do the old brother thing. Let's say, yeah, let's tackle this day.
Exactly.
It's going to be an exciting day.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Okay, it's not up, so I will put it up on our Facebook page.
Okay. I'm always interested in Robert Phelan's comments.
He's got. Sometimes it's just BS.
Well, yeah, most of it is. Anyway, he'll come up with something to divert our attention away from the most important topic of this topic to ponder. Anyway.
What do you think, he goes rogue? What are you saying?
Oh, he just wants to come up with something out of this world. Anyway, all right.
Okay.
Ann is putting it up on our Facebook page right now, so we want you to go and give us your answer as to, do you believe in positive thinking to a degree that you can actually change your day? Okay?
There.
Now, it's time for history.
Okay.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
By attacking me, by attacking my wife, he has proved himself to be a gutless coward.
53 years ago, Senator Edmund Muskie stood in the snow in front of the offices of the Manchester Union Leader, a conservative New Hampshire newspaper. He attacked publisher William Loeb for an item about Muskie's wife, Jane. At the time, Muskie was the Democratic presidential frontrunner. Many believe the tears he appeared to shed during this statement cost him his nomination. Wow. I've never heard about that.
That was back in 1972.
As we drove down the Fahil Freeway into Kuwait City, people in their backyards waving at us, people driving their cars, shaking their fist and showing the V for Victory sign.
34 years ago today, 1991, President Bush would not declare victory and call off the fighting for another day. But on this day, Allied troops recaptured Kuwait City from Iraq. CBS News correspondent Bob McCowan was one of the first to arrive.
Took about, an hour and 10 minutes. Stairwell filled up with smoke, no announcement. It flattened out to a hallway on 70 when probably was the scariest. We weren't moving. It was getting smokier. I don't know. It didn't look good.
32 years ago, 6 people died and more than 1,000 were injured after an Al-Qaeda bomb exploded in a garage below New York's World Trade Center. That man this man's flight to safety took him 105 flights of stairs.
Yeah, and Al-Qaeda was bound and determined to bring that building down, and they eventually
did.
Yeah.
Justice for Trayvon! Justice for Trayvon! Justice for Trayvon! Justice for Trayvon!
13 years ago, in a case that drew national attention, 17-year-old Trayvon Martin was shot and killed in Stanford, Florida, during an altercation with Neighborhood Watch volunteer George Zimmerman, who said he had acted in self-defense. Outrage grew at rallies in the weeks that followed. Zimmerman was subsequently acquitted of second-degree murder.
Okay.
Guys, I'm sorry. No, there's a mistake. Moonlight, you guys won Best Picture.
8 years ago, following an awkward mix-up, Moonlight won Best Picture at the 89th Academy Awards. After being handed the wrong envelope, presenter Faye Dunaway initially announced, initially announced that La La Land won the award. La La Land producer Jordan Horowitz had to set the record straight. Well,
funny.
that kind of went to crap.
Yeah. 8 years ago today, following an awkward mix-up, that was yours. Okay. Okay. And then it's a birthday cut from us today. Singer Michael Bolton was born on this day in 1953. He's 72 today, and
Wow.
He had a hit called "How Can We Be Lovers."
Oh, Michael Bolton. Mm-hmm. Also, singer Corinne Bailey Ray was born on this day in 1979. She's 46, and you may remember, "Put Your Records On." That's all I got.
Is that the song?
That's the
Was
song.
that the tune?
Yeah.
We may get flagged for singing that.
I do not own the rights to this song.
Okay. Pop singer Nate Ruse was born on this day in 1982, 43 years old today. He is best known as the lead singer of the indie band Fun, and they had a hit called "We Are Young."
I remember the song, but I sure don't remember the indie band Fun. I don't remember that at all. But whatever. Okay.
All right, we're going to take our first break, and when we come back, we'll have Dan Dillard and Kim Rawson from North Arkansas Regional Medical Center. Stick around, stay with us. You're listening to the original KHOZ 900 AM and 94.9 FM.
You got it right.
I got it right. All right, hang on, guys. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Around the Table. We have in the studio with us Dan Dillard and also Kim Rawson from North Arkansas Regional Medical Center. I didn't know which letter to start off with.
Well, we were getting our mind blown by cloth diaper dialogue.
Well,
Dilemma.
Well, we just wanted to congratulate Dan for a new baby in the house.
Yes.
Yeah, how is that?
3 boys.
Does it go well?
It's going well. We've switched from man to zone. Here in basketball season, that's my basketball analogy. But it's going good. We have a healthy baby. We're grateful for it.
That's a little visitor. Excuse us.
So what's going on with North Arkansas Regional Medical Center that we need to talk about today?
Well, as far as the foundation is concerned, we are making final preparations for our Hero for Baby 5K. Coincidentally, our 5K race this year, our spring 5K, now in our 3rd year post-pandemic, since we've re-implemented our annual 5K race, is the Hero for Baby 5K. So it is a superhero-themed 5K race with our labor and delivery services as the beneficiary.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So proceeds,
okay.
essentially proceeds from the race, proceeds from everyone who registers and participates will benefit labor and delivery patients and services at NARMC.
Now, why did you pick that department? Because they're the most in need, or?
Because your wife was pregnant.
Because it's easy to get behind. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Full supporter. We're grateful for the experience that we had at NARMC personally, but the needs are pervasive. The needs are ever present.
Yeah.
In many departments, and labor and delivery services is just a great example. Just thinking beyond there, a cause that certainly would be easy, I would think, for most people to be able to get behind, to support. And then, yes, the needs are great. Coming off of last year when we were able to fulfill one of those needs in an infant security system that we have been able to provide through much support for the labor and delivery department.
Now that security system is to protect the babies while they're in the hospital. Is that right?
Yes.
Is that how that works?
Right.
Yeah, you have. I think the mom has an armband and the baby has an armband, and they match up. So that way, if, for example, the baby happens to get far away from mama, then something alarm goes off. And so it's a very so that you don't make sure you make sure.
Simple and mundane, but it's actually a very complex hardware, software.
I didn't know how it
system.
functioned. So that's wow.
So just keep mom and baby together.
Okay.
Good.
It's important, yeah.
Very, very, very important.
So in order to support causes and equipment purchases, things like that, needs in that department, Saturday, April 19th is the Hero for Baby 5K. It'll be back in the morning. We don't have a solar eclipse like we did last year in order to work around, so it's not going to be an evening glow run themed run like it was last year. So we're back to the traditional morning 5K. 8:30 that morning is when we will start, but registration is open. Easiest way to get there is go to narmc.com. We have it linked from the main page of the website.
It's also on your Facebook page.
It's also on our Facebook page. You can go to runsignup.com and search Harrison 5K, Hero for Baby 5K, and find it through runsignup.com as well. So there's a few ways to get there. Just encourage you to use one of them.
Yeah, a runner would know what this is. Runsignup.com.
Correct. Yes.
So most runners
runners. If you're a seasoned runner or even an amateur runner, like I like to consider myself, you know where to register. That's the one-stop shop.
And it's a timed race
too. The NARMC Foundation Facebook page has a link. So all you got to do is click that link.
It's a lot easier to do that.
It's a whole lot easier
than to search.
And, if you can't remember, run and sign it.
Even the hospitals.
NARMC.com. It's linked right there. Yep.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
All right. What else is
What
going on?
else is going on,
Yeah.
y'all?
Okay, well, I've got a couple things. You know, do you want to say anything else, Jen?
No,
Okay.
that's good. That's
I want
important.
to take your, I know last year in the fall of 2024, NARMC introduced the Da Vinci
Yes.
robotic system, which allows surgeons
Yeah,
to do
that's
minimally
cool.
invasive procedures and techniques like smaller incisions, less discomfort, and faster recovery. We have just let people know, we have two highly trained surgeons at our hospital. Dr. Corey Smith, he's a gynecologist, and then Dr. Daniel Decker, he's a urologist. Surgeries such as, a total hysterectomy, different things for gynecology, and in urology, it could be a cyst removals or anything having to do with the prostate, anything like that. But the biggest thing, I think, is like we've talked about so many times, is the biggest advantage is, we have advanced surgical care right here at home. You don't have to go 30, 45 minutes, an hour. For some of these procedures that you need to have done, you can have done right here. And NARMC has invested a lot of money in that, and a lot of time and a lot of talented surgeons to do that. So we just want people to know that we have that. They have that, and it's great to know that you can do that here.
Sure.
So another thing is, one thing we're super excited about is NARMC is on the cutting edge of autism testing. And so we are very excited about that. I was looking it up this morning, and in the 90s, 4 out of every 10,000 children had autism. In 2000, 1 in 150, and in 2024, 1 in 36. So that's a lot. It's really,
Do you think it's just getting diagnosed more, or do you think something's attributing to that?
I don't know. I don't know if it's, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's hard
that's
to
a question
say.
for somebody besides us, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I have personally have that, and I have a son who is mild autistic, and so and he was in the 90s when we had him diagnosed. And so one of the things is there's only 2 locations in Arkansas that actually do autistic testing.
Okay.
One of those is like James L. Dennis off, and that's where we went out of Children's Hospital. And I'm not sure where the other one is. So NARMC is going to be that third one. So that's huge.
It is
for
huge.
us.
You wouldn't have to travel to go have that done.
Yes, and people are waiting, and this is what I think is amazing. People are waiting 18 to 24 months to get tested. That's crazy.
Wow.
I mean, that's 2 years of a child's life. I mean, my son was diagnosed when he was 3. So imagine going from 3 to 5.
Yeah.
There's a
Right.
huge difference in your development
Yeah.
between 3 and 5.
Yeah.
Sure.
And but we're currently in the pilot program with the University of Arkansas, and Dr. Jessie Little's going to be one of the leaders
Okay.
in that, and she's our pediatrician.
Yeah.
She's been here. Brittany Martin she's our therapy services director, rehabilitation. We're going to be doing it out of that department. We're going to actually start official testing in mid-March. So we're really excited about that. And in order to get an autistic diagnosis, you have to have 2 out of 3 medical professionals agree. Like it could be a speech therapist, a physician, a psychiatrist, or something like that.
That's
But-
probably good not to have a unilateral decision over
Yeah.
something like that.
And I remember we had like a team of 6 people or something. at the
yeah,
time.
I mean, it's more cohesive. or-
Yeah, and it's just a lot of different people
Yeah.
and evaluating. And, we're hoping to get involved in the school system. And I think that, from personal experience, I know that early diagnosis is key for your child's education. Key.
And there's different
Key.
levels of autism too. There's
Yes.
some that go unrecognized
Yes.
for the longest time, and then there's some that's really severe.
Yes.
What do you know? What type of testing that it's going to be? Is it a one-on-one? Is it? How
Yeah,
is
it is. I mean, it is a one-on-one. I don't know exactly. I'm just going by my experience.
Yeah.
It was a one-on-one. Our son went in there with the team, and they just, they play games and do different things the way they test.
Well, when that gets underway, I'd love for
Yeah,
you to come
and
back
I'm
talk
hoping that
about
we can get Brittany and maybe
Yeah.
Dr. Little to come maybe next month, because since it's going to
Okay.
be starting in March.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to talk about it too much, but I did want to tell you about it because we're super excited about it, and they know a lot more details about it, and they're just so pumped about doing that. And it is a huge need in our community and in the
bet.
state.
Right.
To have a center that's this close.
This being a pilot program, is the diagnosis going to be accredited? I mean, is it going to be a valid
I'm sure.
diagnosis?
I'm sure that it will be. You know, I think they've got like when you're talking about schools. I think that's why they've got to. There's a lot of details, things they have to kind of get approved and things like that. So I'm sure there's a lot. We're just starting it, but they already have. I think they said like 15 children that they're working with.
Okay.
So I mean, our pediatric has just blown out the pediatric
having a
therapy.
pediatrician here certainly
Yes.
was a need.
Yes.
Having it fulfilled. Obviously.
Well, and they made our employee gym has now become the pediatric therapy.
Okay.
All downstairs
Oh,
is
really?
all
Yeah.
theory.
Wow.
Isn't that right, Dan?
Oh, real?
All
Where's-
pediatric therapy.
No
gym.
gym.
Yeah. Well, no, they've moved it. They moved the gym. They just moved it in a different location. But
And it is
but
soon
that,
to be expanded as well.
Yeah.
Pediatric therapy gym down there. So
Wow.
so it's
we're growing.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool,
and
cool.
so it's a need that we have, and that's one of the things that North Arkansas Regional Medical Center really tries to do is to meet the needs of our community.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Very
we're
good.
excited about
Very
that.
good.
So.
Well, thank you.
Well, we
all.
want you.
Wow.
Yeah, we want you to come back when that happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fill us
we
in
will.
on the more of
You
the
bet.
detail. You didn't bring enough details with you on
I
this
didn't.
trip.
I just
no.
want. I didn't want to. I didn't want to toot their horn. I want them to talk about it because
Right.
they're much
Sure,
more knowledgeable
yeah.
about it than I am. I have personal experience on different things I've dealt with, but I want them to be able to tell a little bit about
You
what
bet.
we have to
Yeah.
offer.
You bet.
So
Well, if you're a runner and want to get involved with what was the name of the event
The
called?
Hero for Baby.
Hero for
5K.
Baby event. Okay, find out all about that on North Arkansas Regional Medical Center's Facebook page, and there's a link there
Or
to the
.com.
yes,
Or the website, narmc.com.
or if you're a runner, just go to runsignup.com and
search.
and search.
Find more information and get registered.
All right.
You
Yeah,
bet.
it's going to be fun.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
We're going to take another break. Stay with us. Hey, and welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. We're having a good day here, I think.
A good day.
And it's always I feel humbled to be a part of the community in such a small way. To be able to bring in guests and talk about what's going on in the community. I feel included.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Just thanks everybody for tuning in and allowing us to do this show for you.
Yeah. Take an hour out of your day to listen to whatever we have to say.
Just drop in and you can leave in the middle. There's no requirement.
I wonder if some people just listen to the guest and move on about their business.
Maybe. Yeah.
Hey, I'll take what I can get. I mean, we enjoy what we do.
Sure.
So, yeah.
And we did get our topic to ponder posted up. Thank you, Ann, for doing that. And today's topic to ponder question is, do you believe in positive thinking to a degree that you can actually change your day?
We have a response from Leslie King, who's pretty much what I said, yes.
Is that one of those yes or no questions?
Yeah,
I would
it was.
assume.
It was
Okay.
yes or no.
All right, sorry.
But please expand on it if you would like to on the
Sure.
on the Facebook page. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Have you heard of this? It's called the February 28th blackout.
Nope.
Never heard of it?
If it's something been recent in the news, I have not read it.
Well, I think it's an activist, a group that's trying to be.
Okay, no, I've not heard of it.
It says here, if you've been seeing a lot of stuff about on social media about the February 28th blackout, don't feel bad if you don't know what they're protesting. So it's a protest. Apparently, neither do the organizers. I guess the organizers don't know either. So far, it seems to be a 24 economic boycott sticking it to companies like Amazon, Walmart, Apple, and other corporate fat cats. But some political protesters are piggybacking on the boycott, making for a confusing mess. But whatever the reason, it looks like there might be plenty of good parking at the mall that day. You know what the advertisers, or not the advertisers, but the businesses should say? They should have a sale on the 28th.
Who's sticking it to who then?
Yeah, who's sticking it to who? and did you see I saw this news story. A guy got busted for $10,000 worth of cocaine, and you know where he hid it?
Where'd he hide it?
In his toupee.
So those toupees do they like pay off?
I think what the problem was, it kind of looked poofy.
A poofy toupee?
Too poofy on top. Well, this guy was arrested for smuggling $10,000 of coke under his toupee. Note to smugglers: if you're gonna try to sneak $10,000 worth of cocaine onto a plane under your toupee, choose the pat down. I guess you can choose whether you're searched either by the wand or a pat down. Colombian border guards claim to have caught a guy with 24 baggies of coke glued under his wig. It looked pretty convincing in person, but not to those X scanners. So he went through an X-ray scanner.
Huh. I'm just trying to picture that. You know?
Your head's a little lumpy.
Well, yeah. I mean, good grief.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
You deserve to get caught. Just saying.
Well, I think if he's in where is it, Bolivia? They'll or Colombia, they'll keep him away for a while. Yep.
So, fluoride. Do you have any thoughts on fluoride in the water?
I've not studied fluoride. I know that they put it in the water in a lot of cities to help your teeth. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it helps it or not.
I don't know the ill effects of fluoride, but evidently, I just don't research that stuff. But the Beehive State is getting ready for some more cavities because Utah will likely become the first state in the country to ban fluoride in its water. A bill just cleared its final hurdle in the state's legislature and is on its way to the governor to be signed. The bill wouldn't allow cities to decide whether or not to add the mineral to its public water supply. Dentists say it's not a bad thing to have in your water in small amounts.
Okay.
I don't know if it like tears down your teeth. Maybe
I did hear that I think fluoride does something else in your bloodstream.
Yeah,
There's something going on other than helping your teeth.
like something bad, evidently.
Yeah. Now, when you were pregnant, and you were going through baby names, did you ever come up with a name like Unakite 13 Motel?
No.
You never came up with that name?
I don't think so. I don't recall that being one of the ones that was high on our list. Unikite, no.
Unikite 13 Hotel. A baby was named Unikite 13 Hotel by a state computer.
How nice.
I guess it was an AI.
Why is the state computer, naming your baby?
A dad in Nebraska is trying to get a valid birth certificate and social security number for his daughter. Why, you ask? Because her name is listed by the state as Unikite 13 Hotel. He wasn't with the mom when she was born, and she was handed over to the foster care system. And then when he got custody of the child, the state said it was a computer-generated name. Now he's trying to get the actual paperwork so that he can list his daughter's name as Caroline. It'd be a lot more easier, don't you think?
Well, yeah, who wants...
Unikite 13 Hotel, come
I guess
for
that's
dinner.
what happens when you have a baby that doesn't have a parent claiming it. I don't know, there's a lot more to this story.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. Well, I hope I wish the guy success with that because, who wants to call your kid Unikite 13 Hotel? You're in so much Unikite.
Well, you could just call him Unikite. Unikite, you're in trouble now.
I got called Nancy Ann Barron, when it was really bad. So how about blurting this one out all the time? Unikite 13 Hotel. I told you don't do that. No.
Unikite, what's your middle name? 13. I didn't ask you how old you were.
Yeah, that would be very confusing.
All right.
Hopefully she'll be Caroline soon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anything else?
I don't know.
You got something?
I haven't really looked.
I've got one here. Will the NFL ban the tush push next season?
What?
Do you remember? Did you watch the Super Bowl?
Yes.
There was a couple plays where everyone lined up behind the quarterback and just grabbed his butt and pushed him forward.
Oh.
To gain extra yards.
Okay,
And they did that, I know of at least one time right there to get a touchdown.
Chiefs or the Eagles?
The Chiefs. The Eagles.
Okay.
Eagles did that.
Okay.
Anyway, the NFL is going to consider banning the tush push. The play was made famous by the Eagles. It's basically Phillies go to move to get across the goal line or for an automatic first down when they are only a couple of yards away. The Green Bay Packers filed the rule change with the NFL, saying the move requires no skill. It's almost guaranteed to work, and it's more rugby than football. Yeah, it's one of those like you do what you got to do.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, yeah, there's trick plays.
They just happened to think about it and did it.
Yeah.
I guess, and it worked.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then one final one that I can talk about. There's a golden toilet that was stolen in under 5 minutes. I mean, have you ever thought about stealing a toilet?
No.
If you've ever made the plan to steal one and had to do it in 5 minutes, that would be something pretty outstanding. How do you steal a $6 million toilet? Well, very quickly, apparently. A court in the UK has heard that thieves stole a fully functional golden toilet from a palace in just 5 minutes flat. It was a part of a weird art exhibit and not meant to be used. The toilet is still missing, but the police think it was broken up and sold in pieces.
They sold the gold.
They sold the gold.
Wow.
All right, let's move on and take one more break, and we'll be back right after this. You're Welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. It is a Wednesday, or as we like to call it, our Hump Day.
It's Hump Day. Yes.
It's on your agenda over there.
You know what? A couple had to sit next to a dead body on a plane.
Why?
Well,
was it in the air?
It's really quite sad, but yes. An Australian couple was forced to share the row with a corpse.
Yee.
The passenger collapsed and died midway from Australia to Italy. So the, whatever it is, Qatar, I don't know how you say it, Airways
Qatar
crew just covered her with a blanket while the couple had no place to go until the plane landed 4 hours later. The airline says they plan to contact the couple who, at the very least, want an apology and an explanation. I think they need some airfare free.
Yeah, they need another trip.
Let's
free
don't be
somewhere.
chintzy. Well, you know, I mean, I guess what do you do if you don't?
Oh, well, yeah.
Surely they could have.
Don't they have a cargo hold? Couldn't they just open a?
But they're in midair.
I know, but there should be a trap door, and you throw them in there into the baggage area or something. What did I just say that? Whoops.
That's absolutely. That's what I thought of too, but I was
well,
like,
the flight attendants, they're standing around. Strap them in one of those little jump seats. You know, just leaning
y'all. I don't
like
mean
this.
we don't mean to be disrespectful.
It's a Weekend at Bernie's type of thing, right?
But it's the Weekend at Bernie's. If you need to go watch that. If you haven't seen it. Just drag that.
It's not funny.
I mean, I'm sorry for the couple.
The lady died peacefully. I'm assuming because there was no emergency.
Right.
She just died in her sleep.
Perhaps.
Bless her heart. I mean,
perhaps
that's the way
we'll show our compassion now after we've ditched it.
And we threw her in the cargo hold.
No.
Oh boy.
We did not throw anybody. You threw her in the cargo hold.
We're a team here.
Oh me, man.
Anyway,
did you know that losing even one full night of sleep is as bad as being obese?
Okay.
We already know that pulling an all-nighter is bad for us. True that. But a new study finds that it actually alters your cells. Oh. Researchers found that staying awake all night is as bad for your immune system as obesity.
Oh, okay.
Missing an entire night of sleep can change how your immune systems act, and eventually they behave like cells in people who are overweight. I need to send that to my son.
Does he stay up too late?
Yes, he does. Not all the time, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's real important. I mean, you need to regenerate.
Yeah, you do.
You think about it and you go, why do people sleep?
Well, because...
And you can sit and rest, but you need that RM.
Yeah,
or
you do.
REM stuff. You need your...
How much sleep do you get?
I see.
How many hours would you say?
I get between 4 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Solid.
Is that sufficient?
It's 4 hours is sufficient for me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know that there's times when I have slept that long and get up and just go, but I would like to sleep longer.
Do you yawn? Like, do you get really tired in the afternoon?
In the afternoon, there are times if I'm working on something that's kind of mundane, I start doing the nod off, you know. Yeah, and I'd love to take a nap.
Mm-hmm.
But they say it's good to take a nap, like between 2 and 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah, just not everybody can, finagle that.
Yeah, do you ever take a power nap where you just...
I have.
I've laid down for 10 minutes and then I feel energized,
yes,
ready to go again.
Which is good. I mean, because I don't want to sleep too long. I don't want to mess up my sleep again that night, I guess.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Let's see. Oh, you did that one. Study. Okay.
I did.
They're saying that there's robots all over the place now. AI robots all over the place, and we're going to start seeing an influx. We're going to be seeing those things walk through the door
this
here.
This creeps me out. This
within the next 5 years, delivering something.
Well, they already use drones, right?
Right. Yeah, but we're going to have a walking android come up, walk in, and say, "I am looking for Hillary Hickman."
So next year, all I want you to be prepared for, audience, is that we will be interviewing robots every day. That's all you're getting.
Well, do you have an Alexa or Siri?
I do.
You ever ask her personal questions?
About herself?
Like where do you live?
No.
I can't answer that question, she says.
You ask her all kinds of weird
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
don't you?
yeah. I'm going to find out now. What color's your hair? I can't see your hair. What color's your hair? I don't know how to answer that question.
Bless her heart. She's just a stupid robot.
Well, anyway, the reason I'm telling you all this is they found that the robots can learn how to move by watching themselves.
That's even creepier.
Yeah. A new study shows that robots can learn how to move by looking at themselves in a mirror.
Wait, I don't get it.
Okay. Researchers have also found that robots can overcome damage to their bodies by watching themselves. For instance, if a robot bends its arm the wrong way, it can correct itself by looking in the mirror. Experts say this could get rid of the need for constant programming. Very scary, though. It basically shows that they're self-aware.
Exactly. That's scary to me.
That is pretty scary.
I don't want my robot being able to regenerate itself. It sounds like it's just too invasively smart to me. Oh, look at the sloth. Oh, sorry. There's a sloth on the screen. Excuse me.
Where at?
That one back there. We don't have a camera that'll get that. But
Squirrel.
No, it's a sloth.
I know.
But it was so cute. I was looking around the room for robots. Is what I was doing.
Oh, just wait. They'll be here. They're going to be all over the place.
Are you going to have a robot? I guess I have a robot vacuum.
There you go. There's a robot.
But it doesn't. I don't think it regenerates itself, or it's really stupid or it will not.
But
it won't.
But doesn't it find its docking port?
It does do that.
Yeah.
It maps. Well, it maps out. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know,
it's
man.
It's just weird. It's just the whole
weird.
thing is
My brain
weird.
doesn't perceive that very well.
What
do you know
what? Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, we can do that.
Do you know what today is?
It's National For Pete's Sake Day.
For Pete. Do you say that phrase?
For Pete's sake? No, not much.
I do.
I say something else doesn't have those letters in it, but something else a little bit different.
That you can't repeat?
I probably can't repeat it here, no.
Okay.
Try swapping out the most offensive swear words with something like for crying out loud, or dang, or for Pete's sake.
Dan, sometimes they just don't have the same impact.
They don't. How about,
and I'm not like condoning going around and cussing, but sometimes
a good old-fashioned four-letter word will satisfy. It's also National Tell a Fairy Tale Day. I used to tell my kids fairy tales. I'd change it up every night, and they would get so mad at me. No, it's
they
not
knew
the
better.
Three Bears.
They knew better. They knew better. National Pistachio Day. I like pistachio shells. I mean, nuts or whatever you call them. But do you like ice cream?
I do. I do.
Okay. I don't want my ice cream tasting like a nut.
All right, guys. We're out of here. We will be back tomorrow for our Thursday edition of Around the Table, and we hope you join us. So have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.